Hi everyone, Ashley here, and today I am bringing you my review of Cinder by Marissa Meyer. I am so excited to talk to you guys about this book. I may even do a spoilery discussion review of this book in the future because I just want to talk to people about like the things that really happen in this book that I can't talk to you guys about right now, because chances are there are some of you that are watching this video right now because you're trying to convince yourselves to read this book. If you do need someone to convince you to read this book, may I help you? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my holy cow. This is me explaining to you how amazing this book was for me. And I don't even read a lot of sci-fi fantasy books. And I don't know why I liked it so much. I don't know if it was because it was fast-paced, or the characters were really cute, or that I just like really need to watch more Disney movies because I don't have my full princess fix yet. But oh my god, this book was so good. If you need someone to convince you to at least try this book, I'm doing that, right? Am I succeeding? Okay, so moving on to like actual things about this book maybe. I gave this book a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I loved it. If you don't know what this book is about, it is a futuristic dystopian fairy tale retelling of Cinderella. So in this futuristic fairy tale retelling, you have the main character, who is Cinder, who is based off Cinderella. She is a cyborg, so she has metal parts or like mechanic parts attached to her that are in place of limbs or places that were taken off for some reason. So you don't know what happened to her when she was a child, but she clearly was in an accident and then she became a cyborg. So what that means is they put a microchip inside her brain that connects to all of her mechanisms, and she's kind of like a human computer. It's wonderful. I don't know how to explain it better. Marissa Meyer explains it better. If you read it, you'll understand it better. So this world is after the Fourth World War, and the Fourth World War kind of wiped the world out. There's only 6 colonies or countries left in the world, and she lives in the Eastern Commonwealth in New Beijing, and the plague is ravishing people. This plague called leishmaniasis it will attack someone and they have like a week or 2 before they're dead. It completely deteriorates you, and there is no cure. And then you find out that the Prince Kai, his android is broken, so he comes to Cinder because Cinder is New Beijing's best mechanic. And yeah, kind of things go from there. You find out that Kai's dad has leishmaniasis, and plot starts. For one, this is a fairy tale retelling and it does do it very well, but I find that it stuck to enough of the original fairy tale but differed enough from the original fairy tale that I was constantly kind of wondering what was going to happen. And I really loved going into this. I was like, oh, it's a fairy tale retelling of Cinderella, so there's going to be insta-love, and I really didn't like the idea of reading a book with insta-love, especially when I knew there was going to be insta-love. But there isn't insta-love. It's so great, guys. There isn't. It's so good. The development of all the characters is so good. Also, this is told in 3rd person. I find that not a lot of books nowadays are told in 3rd person, so that means that you get the perspective of every character and you get to see what is happening everywhere instead of just what's happening around the main character. So all the good things. I did really like all the twists in this book. I only saw a few of them coming, and I really like when I don't see things coming. And just, yes, the characters were well developed, and okay, so I think this is the reason I really like this book. The characters were extremely well developed, but the world was also extremely well developed. And I find with sci-fi fantasy novels, normally the world is extremely well developed, which is great, and don't get me wrong, I love that. But I find that when they focus a lot on building the world, they don't focus enough on building the characters. But in this book, I found that Marissa Meyer really built the characters, she really built the world, and the stories all kind of intertwine. So, I don't know, she did a really good job. I am very pleased with this book. Basically, if you're looking for a sci-fi fantasy novel that is very different from anything you've ever read, try this. If you're looking for a sci-fi fantasy novel where the world is extremely well developed and so are the characters, read this. If you're looking for a dystopian novel that is like sci-fi mixed with a fairy tale, mixed with awesomeness, try this. I hope you enjoyed this rant/review thing. I'm sorry if you didn't. I know that I am incoherent sometimes. But yes, if you have read Cinder, comment below and let me know what you thought, and if you haven't, comment below and let me know if you ever plan on reading it in the future, because it's great and you really should, and I'd like to know if you want to. And other than that, if you have any recommendations for me like this book, comment below. I want to be your new best friend if you have recommendations for me that are like this book. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I will be seeing you guys soon with another video. Happy reading! Bye guys!